Invincible Mumu. By Han Jung-Wheolya. Chapter 52. Yeon-Hwa. Part 1. He survived even after I lowered it to 3. Mumu's eyes also lit up. He had judged that the old man had suppressed the surroundings with an invisible force, which was strong, and had lowered the dial by a lot. Yet, the old man had only been pushed back without injury. That old man is very strong. It seemed like Mumu would have to lower all the dials on his hands and legs to take him down, but there was no real reason to fight. Hang Yan was shocked at Mumu's question. The former has been proven, right? At that, Elder Hang Yan, who crossed his arms to avoid being hit by the rubble, bit his lip. Was this shock only to prove his power? Well, it was clearly proven. However, it brought up another doubt. Even though I am an old man who is going to retire, I was once a ruthless swordsman, and this power even makes me feel threatened. A person with such power was a freshman. Doubts would arise. Elder Hang Yan spoke with a serious face. That power, is completely different from internal energy. It is impossible to produce this kind of weapon with simple muscle strength alone. Alright. Imjong also agreed with this. No matter how much muscles were trained, this was beyond common sense. Even the shockwave which tore down the place. To which, Mumu replied. It is possible. What? If muscles are trained enough, anyone can do it. Elder Hang Yan was speechless. This was nothing? Could it be done only through strength training? Mumu shrugged in response to the reaction of the old man. I always thought internal energy was interesting. What do you mean? To be on the same level as the elder who didn't train muscles, but this force is interesting. What is he saying? Imjong looked at Mumu, unable to understand. He was talking as if he was from another world. Mumu's senses seemed different from theirs. The old man narrowed his eyes. Does this child really think that strength training is simple? No matter how he looked, this child had gone past simple training. Even the internal energy taken from nature helps the growth of one's energy. But how could a 17-year-old boy push the old man with a shockwave from his fist? It was like the child's power was denying reality. No. Elder Hang Yan's eyes turned and looked at the wrist of Mumu's right arm. White steam was rising from it. He was intrigued by the bracelet he had on. Is it a strange item? Strange items. An item which is unknown to others. Some say it is created by the people of Murim, and others say the energy slowly naturally enters the items. One thing was certain, that the piece on his wrist was very strange. Elder Hang Yan glanced at the 5-colored jewel-studded glove. It looks like a gilded glove, but because of that, half the residents in the 6 provinces had turned to ashes. The situation would have been worse if not for Eastern River Blade, one of the 4 great warriors, and his disciples. And now the bands on Mumu's bracelets were suspicious. Chi. Mumu frowned. It was because the band was turning hot again. Again. As the number was lowered, the band was hurting him. It was time to turn it back. The heat wasn't much, but if he didn't turn it back, then it would get stronger with time. I have proven my strength, so I need to change it back. Mumu naturally put his hands behind his head and then turned it. Kick. He turned it from 3 to 8. And then red skin turned back to normal, and the swollen muscles subsided. And Elder Hang Yan narrowed his eyes. That sound again. His 5 senses were extremely sensitive, and were superior to others. There was no way he couldn't hear that sound. And this sound was very similar to the previous one, and each time the sound came, Mumu would put his hands together. Like just now. Is it a strange item? If it was a power dependent on an item, he would understand it. Hang Yan, who was becoming more suspicious, decided to confirm it. You. Swash. Then, he felt a sign of someone approaching. Who would come here? Stop. A voice resounding the place. And the man approached at the speed of light. It was Dan Pil-hu, the deputy. Deputy headmaster? Mumu recognized him and Hang Yan just frowned. He hadn't informed anyone, not a report sent, so why was he here? Tak. Dan Pilhu came in and Hang Yan asked. Deputy. How did you get to the underground archive? According to the rules this place. Didn't you know that with special situations we can cross over the regular rules, especially if it involves the safety of students? Hang Yan frowned at it. He knew Dan Pilhu, and that he had a strong desire for his own growth and honor. He wasn't the kind of person to come over for the safety of one student. So you came all the way here? Right. And I will take over the student now. At that, Hang Yan sighed. Sigh. I see. Please give me some time. This incident has damaged some of the trial room, and injured our master Huang Wen too. Dan Pilhu frowned at it. Receiving a report that Mumu had fallen into the basement, he ran over here, but seeing around it seemed more of a mess than he imagined. Oh. What did I get myself into? Even in accidents the kid stuck out? Still, he couldn't let the kid go. It seems like they know of his powers and want to investigate him as a suspicious one, but I can't let them take him out of the school. Since Dan Pilhu was experienced in this field and was a member of the Murim Association, he could grasp the situation by looking at it. And Dan Pilhu spoke to Hang Yan. I can't let what you want happen. According to special rules for accidents in the academy, and as the second head of the academy, I will be in charge, and I'm taking this child with me. Hang Yan came out of the basement. His usual kind face disappeared and his face was stiff. The deputy had pointlessly pointed out special rules and had taken Mumu with him. The kid had such a person on his side? Right when he was about to find out the power of the child, all this happened. Is the deputy related to him too? It seems like the deputy knew something about the child. They could be related because of some incident too. But he couldn't understand. Was it okay to leave this child alone? He made a pact with that person to take care of this place for 10 years. And that time would end soon. And what happens in the academy wasn't really his concern. Despite the damage of the trial rooms and the teacher, the academy and items were safe. He thought the child was suspicious, but the child didn't touch a single thing. If he had touched anything, then he would have been poisoned by the cases which had poison rubbed on them. He didn't aim for the third basement. If the child had gotten his strength from that item, then the academy should confiscate it. Otherwise, such accidents would occur. And it was a piece which enhanced a person's strength. Should I check it out myself? Right when he was thinking this, Elder. A man standing in the shadow of a tree called out. Hang Yan smiled. Ah. I am sorry for leaving you alone. It is fine. Even if I was left behind, I had an amazing time with this alcohol. Oh. Right, you must have. With that, the unhappy mood had improved for Hang Yan. And the man asked. There seemed to be a problem. Was it resolved? You mean that? At the man's question, Hang Yan touched his face. And then said. Right. Didn't he promise that man to not get involved in the academic affairs? Then he didn't have to go out by himself. I am sorry, but can I ask you for a favor? You don't have to put it like that. Please ask for anything. Drinking indeed is fun. And then he whispered it to the man. And the Hang Yan slowly left. The man standing in the shadow smiled. The power is due to the item? He was just bringing alcohol, but he got unexpected information. Yuk. Mumu limped. He was brought to the main office and Dan Pilhu nagged for half an hour. He heard all kinds of nagging in his life, but this stood on top of it. And thanks to that, Mumu felt tired. Are the others back? He remembered his friends shaking their heads as he was dragged by Dan Pilhu. It was late, so they must have gone to their rooms. I need to go to sleep. And do the roll call too. He was physically exhausted because of the constant dial changing he did. And right when he was heading back. Wait a second. Someone called Mumu. And there stood a beautiful 19 years old with her bangs cut to her eyebrows. Just looking at it, she wasn't less than Baekhyun. Except for the fact that her eyes were like foxes, raised up. Ah. The girl was a bit dazed as she looked at Mumu. Unexpectedly she was startled at the young face he had. Who are you? At Mumu's question, the girl said. Third-year student, Yeon-Hwa. Yeon-Hwa, third year. A student who was still in the academy and was ranked 2. And was known to the flowers of heaven along with Gyeong Seorin, who was in the second year, and was popular because of her looks. Ah, a senior? Right. Then what do you want? I have been waiting for you. Mumu tilted his head and asked. Why? I have something to say. It is a bit strange here, can we talk over there? She pointed to a dark alley which was dimly lit. And with sullen eyes Mumu responded. I am tired today, can't we just talk here? I don't want other people to hear. Then talk small, no one will hear. But we never know, let's go. Just talk here. Yeon-Hwa's cheeks trembled in anger. Men would always listen to her, so why was this one acting so stubborn? Besides, he is a junior. I want to make him beg. Yeon-Hwa snapped her finger and bit on it. Chapter 53. Yeon-Hwa. Part 2. Yeon-Hwa, called a beauty in Heavenly Martial Academy, was one of the people that girls envied the most. She had a few secrets that others didn't know of. One of them was her hidden desires. Contrary to her appearance, which was like a fox, she felt a strange pleasure when someone mistreated her. But who could treat her, a third year, recklessly? Rather, she could only imagine it, and it had been so long since the last time she felt like this. Swish. Are you hungry? Mumu asked. He didn't seem to find anything odd with it. In an instant, this woman ended up showing her true self. No matter how inherent her tendency was, she couldn't openly reveal it in the academy. And no. You were biting your finger, so I thought you were hungry. Ah, no, it was just a habit. Ah. Then I will leave. I am really tired. Wait. Yeon-Hwa couldn't send him away like this. But Mumu raised his hand telling her not to bother him, so she held the black iron rod which Mumu was holding. Tack. It was then. Yeon-Hwa, who couldn't pull the rod because of the weight, fell to the floor along with it. The rod on her. What? She couldn't even move or raise it despite trying to do her best. It hurt so badly that she couldn't take a good breath. And her face turned red as she couldn't handle it. And the pain was only temporary. Ah. And she felt better. Oh. Are you fine? Mumu immediately lifted the rod from her. It seemed like she was in a lot of pain, so he asked her, but then Yeon-Hwa's lips were forming a smile. What? Mumu titled his head. Yeon-Hwa took care of her expression and held her hand, wondering if Mumu figured out her secret. You. What is that? She thought it was light because he was holding it with one hand, but it was incredibly heavy. Ah. This one? Mumu casually lifted the rod and said. A muscle training item. Muscle training? He wanted to use the incredibly heavy rod for muscle training? She didn't understand it. Who is he? But that wasn't the point now. She got up and said, yes, thanks to that rod my hands are like this, won't you give me a second of your time? She held out her bruised palms, and so Mumu sighed and responded, only a second? Yes. So he followed her into the dark alley. What is it? Yeon-Hwa looked around at Mumu's question and then said, You got a star from Master Baekhyun, right? How did you know? Haryang told him to not tell anyone, but this girl knew? There is a way to know everything. A freshman student had given her this information. There were quite a few people who wanted to be with her, so that person was one of them. Senior. There is really good information. There is a guy who got a star on the first day from a special teacher. Really? It is him. The one being dragged by the deputy. That one? The information she had been waiting for. The star she had been collecting since freshman times. If she could collect 3 more, she could enter the 3rd basement, the hidden one, but she couldn't get them from the headmaster or Baek-yeon. And she was more focused on finding the stars. Well. Yes. Don't think too much. An alumni assistant to a manager told me. Ah. Right. He did think it was strange that she knew. But it wasn't like he thought she did something bad. Rumors can easily fly. Mumu nodded at that, and Yeon-Hwa, who saw that he didn't mind, put her palms together and then said. Then, please tell me how. Huh? I am saying, you really got the star from Master Baek-yeon? Yes. What about it? Then tell me how you got it. Baek-yeon was famous for not giving stars to her students, not even seniors had received it. But Mumu got on from her. Please let me know. At her request, Mumu scratched his head. It didn't matter if he told her. You. Don't tell this to anyone. Not everyone has such good chances in their lives. Yeon-Hwa told him. Not to mention that he got a star and was told not to let anyone know. She kept emphasizing that. I am sorry. But I don't think I can do that. At Mumu's words, she bit her lip. She knew that it wouldn't be easy. There was something she prepared for it. Shoo. Yeon-Hwa took out papers from her sleeve. I am not asking you to tell me for free. Then what? This is genealogy. Genealogy? Mumu titled his head. The genealogy that Mumu knew was a book that recorded the lineage of families. So why bring it to him? How is that? Does that appeal to you? Yeon-Hwa smiled. The genealogy she was talking about was her study material she kept. Her genealogy of her time and tests here. It was because she kept detailed records of all the tests she took in here. Of course, the tests wouldn't be the same way or same format. Still, it would help them understand it. And most students would want it. Aren't you tempted? Wouldn't this work? Mumu shook his head with bitter eyes. I feel jealous. It would have been nice if someone gave this to me. Yeon-Hwa frowned. What was this reaction? Naturally, she thought he would like this, but this guy didn't seem to like it. You. This one. I can give it to you if you tell me. Get it? Senior must have worked hard for it. Cherish it yourself. You. Yeon-Hwa was shocked for a moment. It was the first time she saw a student who didn't want to take this book. The genealogy book was like a treasure everyone would want. However, Mumu refused it. You really don't need it? Yes. Sigh. Must be arrogant. How can such a one act like this? She couldn't understand it. If he didn't want the book, that meant he is going to take the test on his own without relying on others' help in genealogy. An outright rejection. And she felt embarrassed for some reason. How could a first year have such a will? She seemed to understand why the daughter of the Tang family liked him. There were many kids who liked to take the short route to success, but this one wasn't like that. Right, I shouldn't be acting like this either. Yeon-Hwa shook her head. It was a shame that she couldn't get the stars. And it was just the beginning of 3rd year, she would have ample time. If I keep pushing him, it would be like I am insulting him. Tack. Yeon-Hwa bowed to Mumu. I am sorry that I did something shameful by being blinded by my greed. No, it wasn't anything. Mumu waved his hand. She felt horrible now. The bold personality of the man who didn't care even if the other person was at fault and excused them. She had a glimpse of how good this man would be in the future. Yeon-Hwa stared at Mumu. What is it? Nothing. Then can I leave? I am really tired. Yawn. Mumu yawned and asked. It was a demeaning act in front of a lady, but it didn't seem that bad for the girl. Your name? She was curious about it, to which he smiled and answered. Mumu. Seeing that, Yeon-Hwa turned her head away without realizing it. What? That weird feeling? It was similar to the excitement she got when she would be treated badly. She felt like she had to move somewhere and calm herself down. Let's meet again. Fat. As soon as he said that, Yeon-Hwa ran away. It was so fast that she could be seen, but seeing Mumu frowned. An unusual senior. Well, he just wanted to go and sleep. And wanting to sleep, he was about to leave the alley, but then someone with a bow on their back blocked his path. It was Yeon-Hwa, the 5th-ranked senior. When she saw him, she changed her mind. It was you? Bow shooting senior. At Mumu's words she frowned. You don't know my name? Don't know. I am Yeon-Hwa. Okay. But why are you blocking my way? He was tired and he only wanted to sleep. Yeon-Hwa felt a bit bad at those words. She was feeling very grateful for what he did in the past. No, something else is more important. Shaking her head, she said. Did you tell Yeon-Hwa how to get a star from Master Baekhyun? Yeon-Hwa, ranked 5th in the 3rd year, had a weird relationship with Yeon-Hwa, who was ranked 3rd. She was pushed down in the final test of 2nd year, but she was keeping an eye on Yeon-Hwa. Mumu was puzzled by the question and asked, did Senior also know this from someone? Right. Like Mumu guessed, there were people who admired her, so they might have told her this to get close to her. Mumu clicked his tongue. These seniors have light mouths. He felt like he would die from exhaustion if this kept going on. Mumu, who was bothered by it, cut off and said, I didn't tell her. I am not going to tell anyone. Can I go now? You really won't tell anyone? Yeon-Hwa was flustered at it. Looking at the face of Yeon-Hwa, who was running away, it seemed like she got the information. But he didn't tell her? Yes. I want to. I am leaving now. Wait. I won't tell you. Mumu's unwillingness to listen turned her to urgent. If you tell me, I will give you my genealogy book and 2 ways to get stars. She had 4 stars. So he suggested it to Mumu, who would want more. And made this daunting proposal. Mumu stopped. Star. He did see the 3rd basement and he had a lot of questions. But he got the iron rod with him. That said, maybe he could get something useful from the 2nd basement too? Would it be fine to say? Moilwa told him to not do it, but he wouldn't lose anything. And he could get 2 stars. Fine. But I don't need that book. Really? Yeon-Hwa was shocked at it. Yes. Even that senior a while ago told me she would give me, but I don't understand why anyone would give me their family genealogy. What? She frowned. Family genealogy? He thought she was giving him her family lineage book? Did you reject the book because you didn't know that in our academy genealogy is a slang term for collection of tests and important information? At? Mumu frowned. That was what genealogy meant? Mumu's reaction was so funny that she wanted to laugh. She couldn't imagine him being so innocent. Ahahaha. You really are one funny kid. I didn't know that. Had he known, he would have revealed the information. There was no harm in knowing about exams beforehand. And Mumu's purpose was to become famous here. Just like his stepbrother, Eugene Song. Then, would you like to exchange information? Mumu nodded his head. I wrote it down in advance. Do you still want me to tell you? Yeon-Hwa took out the book she had prepared and handed it. Mumu, who took it, looked at it. Then will you let me know? She asked with eyes full of anticipation. Her heart was pounding. If he got the method, she would be the first student in the 3rd year to get a star. Mumu told her casually. Show Master Baekhyun your body. What? For a moment, Cho Naeon's expression was distorted.